This is Karen Leo Hill, Executive Councilor for District 2. Today, the governor revealed her proposed 2-year budget for the state of New Hampshire, saying that we need to recalibrate and make cuts to the state budget after recent budgets have been propped up with federal COVID funds, leading to higher state spending, including a 21% budget increase in the last budget. Now those funds have run out. The revenue situation looks different, as the governor acknowledged, and the state faces significant liabilities from lawsuits over rampant sexual abuse at the Youth Detention Center and over the failure to comply with the state's constitutional obligation to fairly fund an adequate public education for all New Hampshire children. Not to mention the major threat that PFAS contamination of our state's water resources poses to drinking water, recreation, and tourism. Everyone agrees that the budget picture is bleak and cuts will be needed. But here's what we also know. Cuts at the state level mean higher property taxes at the local level. As someone who has served at the local level for 20 years, I know firsthand that cuts at the state level have resulted in the exorbitant taxes that many of us pay at the local level. Too many times, the state has balanced its budget on the backs of local property taxpayers, and they are feeling the pain. And I know that the only reason the state is giving more money than ever at the local level is because of the federal COVID dollars that they have passed on to cities and towns, which are just about to run out. Today, the governor announced funding priorities, including a significant increase in special education funding, a significant increase in retirement funds for public safety personnel, as well as support for our state's vulnerable citizens, and strengthening the mental health care system in our state. She also endorsed universal expansion of school vouchers. Time will tell where the budget cuts will come from to pay for these big ticket items. Will they come from the Department of Health and Human Services? Will they come from the Department of Transportation? Will they come from the Department of Environmental Services? We don't know. But what we do know is that when the state cuts the budget, local property taxes go up. It is important for all of us to learn more about the governor's proposed budget and how it will impact the lives of all Granite Staters. I plan to attend the New Hampshire Fiscal Policy Institute's webinar next week to learn from their analysis. As an executive counselor, I will continue to work hard every day to improve the lives of Granite Staters. I will work with anyone and everyone to make progress on lowering costs for New Hampshire residents, particularly the cost of housing. And I'll be a champion for property taxpayers. Now let's get to work.